is 55 feet, right?
Yes, sir.
So close to that depth, and we were drilling, we hit a void in this area. So just a heads up.
Wow, heads up. Surprise, surprise, man. Surprise, surprise.
This is The Curse of Oak Island, Season 13, and this episode is called Pure Gold. That title is not just a name. Before this episode is over, you will understand exactly why they chose those two words. Something happened on this island that stopped the entire team cold. And once you hear what it was, you will not be able to look at this hunt the same way again. So stay right here. Because what the team found on Lot 8 inches this episode is the kind of thing people have been waiting years to see. And that is not even the only story. Over in the Money Pit area, the discoveries kept coming one after another. This was not a slow episode. This was one of those rare moments where everything seemed to happen at once. What did they find? How did they find it? And what does it mean for the biggest treasure mystery in North American history? We are going to go through all of it together. But first, let us make sure we are all on the same page about what this island is and why it matters so much. Oak Island is a small island off the coast of Nova Scotia in Canada. It is about 140 acres. Most people would drive past it without giving it a second look. But for more than 200 years, this little island has held one of the most talked about mysteries in the world. It started back in the late 1700s when local stories began to spread about buried treasure. People said that something valuable was hidden deep underground on the island. Over the decades, dozens of teams tried to find it. Many spent everything they had. Some lost their lives. None of them found the main treasure. But what they did find, wooden platforms deep underground, strange inscriptions, ancient tools, fragments of gold, and signs of deliberate construction, kept the mystery alive. The Lagina brothers, Rick and Marty, along with their team, have been leading the most serious and well-funded search in modern history. Season after season, they have come back. They have used advanced technology, brought in experts, and dug deeper than anyone before them. And every season, they find something that tells them they are getting closer. Season 13 may be the season that changes the story forever. By the time Season 13 reached its 25th episode, the team had already had one of their most productive years on record. Earlier in the season, they had recovered artifacts that experts dated back centuries. They had found evidence of underground structures that no natural process could explain. Soil samples had come back with traces of precious metals in areas they had not expected. The team had been working multiple locations across the island at the same time, something they had not done at this scale before. Rick Lagina had been spending more time on the island than in previous seasons. The energy was different. The conversations were more focused. Experts who had visited before were coming back with new ideas based on what the team was pulling out of the ground. Every discovery in Season 13 felt like it was part of a pattern, like pieces of the same puzzle finally starting to line up. The team had been paying particularly close attention to two areas. The first was Lot 8, a specific section of the island that had shown promising signs for some time. The second was the Money Pit area, the original site where the mystery began, and the place that has never given up its deepest secrets. Going into episode 25, both of those areas were active, and neither of them was done surprising people. Episode 25, Pure Gold. From the very first moments of this episode, something felt different. The team came in with a clear focus. There was no wandering, no debating where to dig next. They knew what they were doing, and they moved with purpose. The episode split its attention between two major areas of the island. Lot 8 on one side, the Money Pit area on the other. Both teams were working at the same time. Both were getting close to something. The question was which one would deliver first, and whether what they found would be enough to change the direction of the entire search. No one on that island that day was expecting what actually happened. And the title of this episode, Pure Gold, was chosen for a reason that would only become fully clear as the hour unfolded. The team had no idea they were walking into one of the most remarkable days in the entire history of the Oak Island search. Lot 8 has been one of the more quietly interesting locations on the island for several seasons. It sits away from the main digging activity around the Money Pit. For a long time, Many treasure hunters focused almost entirely on the money pit, assuming that was where the big answers were buried. Lot 8 got less attention. But the Lagina team changed that. As they began to map the island more carefully and study historical records with fresh eyes, Lot 8 started to look more important. There were old accounts that suggested significant activity in that area long before any of the modern digging began. There were surface-level signs that something had been disturbed underground, and some of the earlier test work in that area had returned results that made the team want to dig deeper. Over the course of Season 13, Lot 8 had been slowly moved up the priority list. Equipment was brought in. Core samples were taken. The team started to believe that whatever was buried on Oak Island might not be concentrated in one single spot. It might be spread across the island in deliberate patterns. Lot 8, they thought, might hold one of those pieces. They had searched parts of that ground before, but going into episode 25, something felt different about the dig. The team was working at a new depth, in a new section of Lot 8, and they were about to find out why that mattered. What happened next is one of those moments in a treasure hunt that you cannot fully plan for. The team was working through the soil carefully, the way they always do, when something came up that did not look like ordinary ground material. It was small at first, easy to dismiss. But the experienced diggers on the Oak Island team know what to look for. They know how to spot something that does not belong. They stopped. They looked closer. And what they were looking at was not dirt. It was not rock. It was not a modern fragment from previous excavations. It was gold. Not a trace amount. Not a flake that required a microscope to confirm. It was a clear, visible piece of gold recovered from the ground at Lot 8. The kind of find that makes even the most experienced treasure hunters go quiet for a moment. Because when you have been looking for something for years through cold seasons and difficult digs and moments of real doubt, and then it appears right there in front of you, the mind needs a second to catch up. The team confirmed what they were seeing. They checked it carefully. They called in the people who needed to see it. And the conclusion was the same each time. This was genuine. This was real. This was the kind of find that the title of this episode was built around. But here is the thing. As extraordinary as that single discovery was, it immediately raised more questions than it answered. Gold does not end up buried at that depth by accident. Someone put it there. Or it was carried there as part of something larger. What was it connected to? Was this a piece of a bigger cache? Was it dropped? Was it hidden deliberately as part of the treasure system the team has been trying to map for years? The answers were not immediately clear, but the questions themselves were electric. Because finding gold on Oak Island is not just exciting, it is confirmation that this place holds exactly what the old stories have always said it does. The reaction from the team was something to see. These are people who have spent years conditioning themselves not to get too excited too quickly. They have had big moments before. They have had finds that seem to change everything, only to raise new complications. So there is a kind of careful, professional calm that you see in experienced Oak Island team members when something comes up from the ground. That calm lasted about 30 seconds. Rick Lagina, who has given his adult life to this search, looked at what was in front of him and said very little. He did not need to say much. His face said everything. This was a man who had wondered for decades whether the stories were true, and here was a piece of physical evidence telling him that yes, they were. The other team members gathered around. There were quiet comments. There were careful examinations. And then there was the kind of stillness that comes when a group of people are all thinking the same big thought at the same time. One member of the team asked the question out loud that everyone was already asking inside. He said something along the lines of, "If this is here, what else is here? Where does this lead?" That question did not have an answer yet, but it was the right question to ask. And with the Lot 8 find still fresh and the team still processing what it meant, word came from across the island that something was happening in the money pit area too. The team's attention shifted, and the day was about to get even more remarkable. The money pit is the heart of the Oak Island mystery. It is the place where this whole story began. In the late 1700s, a young man reportedly discovered a circular depression in the ground in this area. When people began to dig, They found evidence of deliberate construction wooden platforms placed at regular depths, as if someone had built an elaborate underground system to protect something valuable. Over the following 2 centuries, team after team tried to reach the bottom. They kept running into obstacles, flooding tunnels, collapsing shafts, evidence of booby traps designed by whoever buried the treasure. Several people died trying. Millions of dollars were spent. And the true bottom of the money pit, if there is such a thing, has never been definitively reached. The Lagina team has made more progress in this area than most of their predecessors. They have used modern drilling equipment, sophisticated scanning technology, and careful methodical work. But the money pit still holds its secrets tightly. Getting anything significant out of that ground is never easy, which is why what happened in episode 25 is so important. While the Lot 8 team was still working through the implications of their gold find, the crew working the money pit area began to pull up material that looked significant. And then they found something. And then something else. The discoveries in that area did not come one at a time, with long gaps in between. They came in a cluster, one find leading to another, each one building the picture a little more clearly. The team recovered multiple items from the money pit area in this single episode. Artifacts that showed signs of human craftsmanship, materials that did not belong in natural soil at those depths. Evidence that reinforced what the team has believed for years, that the money pit is not a simple hole. It is an engineered system. Someone built it. Someone filled it with things worth hiding. And those things are still there. Each new item that came up was examined carefully. The team's experts looked at the materials, the condition of the finds, and where exactly they came from in the dig. Every piece of information matters. The depth of a find tells you something. The condition tells you something. The material composition tells you something. And when you line up multiple finds from the same area in the same session, the story they tell together is more powerful than any one of them alone. This was exactly what was happening in the money pit area during episode 25. The finds were not random. They were consistent with a single conclusion, that the underground system in this area was built by skilled people a long time ago, and that it was built to hold something of real value. So, what did all of this mean? The Lot 8 gold find, the multiple discoveries in the money pit area. Taken separately, each one would be significant. Taken together, they started to form a picture that the team had been trying to assemble for years. The team gathered to talk through what they had found. Rick Lagina, Marty Lagina, and their key advisors sat down and started connecting the dots. The gold from Lot 8 suggested that the valuable material on this island was not confined to one location. The money pit finds suggested that whoever built the underground system was sophisticated and organized. Put those two things together, and you start to see the outline of something enormous. Some treasure hunters have long believed that Oak Island was used as a storage location by a group with serious resources and serious reasons to hide what they had. The finds in episode 25 did not prove that theory, but they added weight to it. Real physical weight in the form of real physical evidence pulled from the ground. The team was careful not to jump to conclusions. That is one of the things that separates serious researchers from those who let excitement cloud their judgment. But they were also honest with each other. What they had found that day was not ordinary. It pointed somewhere. The question was how far they were willing to follow where it led. Of course, none of this was simple. The discoveries in episode 25 were remarkable, but the work that surrounded them was hard and complicated in the way that all serious excavation work is hard and complicated. The ground on Oak Island is not cooperative. The island has a high water table. Certain areas flood easily. Getting equipment to depth without losing the integrity of the excavation is a constant challenge. The team deals with these obstacles every single day. For every hour of exciting discovery footage, there are many more hours of careful, methodical, unglamorous work. In this episode, the team also had to deal with the complications that come with finding something significant. Once a major find is made, the process slows down. You cannot rush through it. You document everything. You photograph. You bring in the right people. You make sure that whatever comes out of the ground comes out properly, so that nothing is damaged and nothing is lost. The gold find at Lot 8 required careful handling and careful thinking. Where exactly did it come from? What layer of soil? What was surrounding it? These details matter enormously for understanding what the find actually represents. The team worked through all of it slowly and deliberately, even as the excitement of the moment was still very much present. That is what real treasure hunting looks like. It is exciting. It is also patient. And the Oak Island team has both qualities in good measure. By the time both discoveries had been processed, and the team had a chance to sit with what they had found, something shifted in the way they were talking about the search. Not just in this episode. In the search overall. For years, the conversation had been about whether there really was something buried on Oak Island. The skeptics had always been there. The people who said it was all a legend. That the original discovery was misinterpreted. That all the effort was going into chasing a story that was never real. Episode 25 made that conversation much harder to have. Because you cannot dismiss a gold find. You cannot explain away multiple engineered artifacts recovered from a system that natural processes could not have created. The evidence was real. It was in hand. It had been examined by professionals. This was the moment, and it deserves to be called that when the question changed. It was no longer really about whether there was something buried on Oak Island. The question now was what exactly it was, how much of it was there, and how long it would take to reach it. That is a significant shift. That is the kind of shift that changes a search. The team could feel it. They said as much to each other. The island had given them something real that day, and it was pointing them forward. And yet, even with all of that, even with the gold from Lot 8 and the treasured finds from the Money Pit area and the shift in the team's understanding, the central mystery of Oak Island is not solved. Not yet. The main vault, if there is one, has not been found. The full picture of what is buried there, who put it there, and why those answers are still below the surface. And that is the thing about Oak Island that has drawn people in for over 200 years. It never gives up everything at once. It gives you enough to keep you going, enough to confirm you are on the right track, but not quite enough to let you stop. Episode 25 was a remarkable day, one of the best days in the history of this search. And it leaves the question hanging right there in front of you. How close are they really? They are closer than they have ever been. That much is certain. Whether close enough is a question only the ground can answer. So that is episode 25 of The Curse of Oak Island, season 13, Pure Gold. An astonishing revelation on Lot 8. Multiple treasured discoveries in the Money Pit area. A day that changed what the team knows and raised the level of what they believe is possible. The team walked away from that day with real evidence, real finds, real confirmation that the years of searching have not been for nothing. The island is holding something. The team is getting to it. And season 13 has delivered more momentum toward the answer than almost any other season before it. But the story is not finished. It is not close to finished. There is still ground to cover, literally and figuratively. The team will go back. They always go back. And next time they put equipment into that ground, they will do it knowing that what they found on this day, a piece of gold from Lot 8, artifacts from the depths of the Money Pit, is telling them something true about where the treasure...
I'm in Kalgoorlie and my car had a little bit of a problem. One of the belts cracked and a friend who's a mechanic saw it. So we're at the workshop pulling the pig apart and fixing it as I'm heading home. So very grateful at this point in time, very grateful.